What's up, everybody? E-Rock the Red here, back with Gaming News Weekly, episode 23. We got a bunch of great news this week, so let's jump right in with our new releases from last week. Not much came out last week. We got 2 games to talk about. Well, technically, a whole bunch if you count all these releases for Neo. Neo Collection came out, Neo Remastered, Neo 2 Remastered. I don't know what the difference between any of them is. No, that's a lie. Neo Collection is both the games with all the DLC. It's everything. The other ones are the individual games if you've never played those. Basically, remastered to play on PC and PS5. We're talking 4K visuals, up to 120 frames per second, and all the DLC included. So you're going to have silky smooth combat, ultra fast load times, and then also the ability to transfer your save files from the previous generation to this new next gen version. It's sitting at an 86 on Metacritic, getting great reviews. It was a combination of great and rave. Grave reviews is something different. But you know, if you've never played Neo, or you absolutely love it, now's the time to either get back in or give it a shot for the first time. It looks beautiful, and I have never played it, but just watching this trailer got me wanting to put it on the list. And our other big release from this past week, Little Nightmares 2 came out on February 11th for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. This is a direct sequel to Little Nightmares, the first one, and it's basically a horror puzzle adventure game where you play as in this one you play as 2 small kids traversing through this beautiful nightmare world to try to solve your problem. I just started playing the first game, and I absolutely love it. And from everything I'm hearing, this game is even better. It's getting tons of glowing reviews. Right now, it's at an 84 on Metacritic. But I'm hearing that it's beautiful, the story is great, and it is terrifying at the same time. So, you know, if that at all sounds intriguing to you, check out the first one. I think it's available on some of the subscription services, maybe Game Pass, and I believe it's on PlayStation Now. So check it out. You won't be disappointed. All right, that's it for our new releases from last week. So let's jump right into our news of the week. And it would not be a Gaming News Weekly without some news from CD Projekt Red. The Cyberpunk 2077 developer recently got into a big situation. They were the victims of a cyber attack where their code was stolen, tons of their financial records, just a bunch of stuff. And they received a statement from the hackers, and in it said that they had been pwned. They have full copies of the source codes from your Perforce server for Cyberpunk 2077, Witcher 3, Gwent, and other things. They've dumped all their documents relating to accounting, administration, legal, HR, investor relations, and more. And they encrypted all of their servers. And they were demanding a response within 48 hours. Well, CD Projekt Red did respond, and this is what they had to say. Yesterday, we discovered that we have become a victim of a targeted cyber attack due to which some of our internal systems have been compromised. An unidentified actor gained unauthorized access to our internal network, collected certain data belonging to CD Projekt Red, and left a ransom note. We will not give in to the demands nor negotiate with the actor, being aware that this may eventually lead to the release of the compromised data, taking necessary steps to mitigate the consequences, and they are investigating the incident. However, at this time, they can confirm that to their best knowledge, the compromised system did not contain any personal data of our players or users of our service. They've contacted the authorities, and, we'll see how this plays out. They are just they just cannot get a break lately, CD Projekt Red. But, you know, a lot of people were pissed off the way that Cyberpunk was handled. So, I don't know. I'm not condoning this action at all. I'm just saying that, you know, there's a lot of people that are upset with CD Projekt Red. So, it's going to be rough for these authorities to figure out who it is. It could be anybody. Hopefully they get it straightened out, and this is the last we hear from them about this. Next up, we got a brand new trailer for Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. Set to come out on next-gen systems, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch on March 12th, and then eventually later this year on PC. This is just a next-gen version of the last Crash Bandicoot game, except now we're looking at 4K visuals, 60 frames per second, and then just, you know, that perfect platforming game that these Crash Bandicoot games provide. Ton of great characters, fun collectibles, just a lot of fun. And now, even better, now that there's, you know, next-gen graphics and capabilities involved. So look out for that one on March 12th. All right, let's talk Valheim. This game came out a week ago, and already it's sold over 1 million copies. Now, if you're not familiar with this game, it's a Viking survival game. Currently, it's only available on Steam through early access, and already 1 million copies. It is the 4th most played game on Steam currently, and it's been up in the Twitch numbers as well, with a ton of big name Twitch streamers playing it. What it is, you could have up to 10 co-op players playing in a PvE mode where you have to survive. You're in this Viking world, and you just have to create your village and fend off enemies and that sort of thing. I've watched a few streams of it, and I get why it's popular. It's got a great gameplay dynamic, and it looks to be a lot of fun. I don't have access to play it, so I will just be watching it right now. But hopefully at some point I'll get a chance to check it out, because just from all the buzz and all the rave reviews, it's definitely looking to set something up amazing. And it's only in early access. All right, and it's been a while since we've heard about this game, Black Myth Wukong. We got a new trailer for it, and it looks amazing. This is set to come out on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. Now, it's still a ways off. They're saying 2023. But they released this new trailer as part of a Chinese New Year celebration for the Year of the Ox. And supposedly it's entirely stuff that's not there. There's no plot reveals in this trailer. It's all created just for this trailer. But we do get to see some of the cool powers and the fighting style that are going to be in this game. And I'm excited for it. Initially, when I first heard about it, I was like, what? It didn't really do anything for me, just the idea of it. But after seeing some of this gameplay, I am sold. This game looks beautiful. The gameplay looks fun. The powers look amazing, and I'm sold. So it sucks that it's so far off in the distance, but hopefully we'll get some more footage like this and more information about the game as we're getting closer. Some possible big news for E3, the Digital Entertainment Expo. After having to cancel 2020 due to COVID-19, this year they were planning on reimagining what E3 is, and they have a lot planned. 3 days of live streamed coverage from June 15th to June 17th, featuring multiple 2-hour sessions from big video game creators and publishers, an awards show, and then a bunch of smaller streams from influencers to other more indie games creators, and just demos being released so that people can play them at home instead of having to be at the expo. It all sounds great. It still needs to go before their board, and get voted on, but seems like a great idea. So hopefully something does work out about that, because I do, especially as like a guy who's a fan of video game news, I do look forward to this event every year. So excited to have an event where it does showcase all of the big news coming out of the video game world. All right, and in Call of Duty news, Activision Blizzard had their earnings call earlier this week, and in it they did confirm that there will be a new Call of Duty game released later this year. They did not say which studio will be producing it, but rumors have been circulating stating that Sledgehammer Games will actually get to create this one. They were supposed to do the last one, but they had to have the team from Treyarch come in and help them out. So it was a whole thing. So rumors are Sledgehammer's got this one, and to expect it this fall. A lot of people were hoping that they would get away from this annual Call of Duty release and focus on, just focus on Warzone. I mean, right now Warzone's in a bad way with all the hackers. In fact, they just did another large ban on players today. So, hopefully they'll be able to get that straightened out. But I guess, we're going to continue to get these annual Call of Duty games, especially with the amount of money that they are bringing in. Last year, they netted $3 billion in Call of Duty, in all the games across the Call of Duty franchise. So, they're going to keep making them as long as people keep buying them. The only thing we could hope for is that they make a quality game. That's all I ask. So, obviously more information to come out about this as we get closer to fall of this year, but we'll see. All right, let's finish things up with a couple new game announcements. First up, for the game Maquette, we've got a new trailer and some more information about it. This game is scheduled to come out on March 2nd for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and PC. Now, what it is, it's a puzzle game, but the idea is really, really interesting. So it's basically, there's a model that represents the world that you're in. So it's a smaller scale version of the room you're in. And what happens on that small model actually happens in the larger room that you're in. So pretty interesting gameplay dynamic, and we learned more about what the actual story is. So it's about love and loss and acceptance in a relationship. And in the game are stars Bryce Dallas Howard from Jurassic World and Seth Gable, who is in Fringe. So some good star power in this beautiful game. So I expect great things from this. The gameplay looks cool. The art style is beautiful. And now I can expect there to be hopefully a great story and acting as well. So keep an eye out for this one, March 2nd. And last up, we got an announcement trailer for a brand new game called Base 1. Now this one will be for a very specific market. Now what it is, it's a space station simulator with hardcore survival and role-playing game mechanics. So if any of those words sound cool to you, check this out, because there is a lot of love that has been put into this game. It's going to be coming out for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X, Xbox S. And in it, your goal is to establish new colonies out there in space. Basically, build space stations, run the space stations, and then you'll have missions on top of all that. So, sounds pretty intense, but it looks great. Sims in space. Who doesn't want that? So, no release date for this one just yet, but keep an eye out for it if this at all sounds interesting to you. All right, and that brings us to the end of Gaming News Weekly, episode 23. As always, thank you so much for watching this episode and checking this out. It means a lot to me. Also, if I could shield for just a moment, my buddy and I have put together a brand new podcast called First Eps. You can check it out anywhere that you get podcasts. And, yeah, it's about new streaming television series. So, check it out and let me know what you think. And thank you again. We'll see you here next week for Gaming News Weekly 24. Thanks. Bye-bye.